So here we have the new 2022 Subaru Outback Limited. This one comes in crimson red pearl on black leather interior. And the powertrain is going to consist of a 2.5 liter naturally aspirated 4-cylinder boxer engine. Made it to a CVT. As we get to the front end here, we have our LED headlamps along with LED daytime running lights and LED fog lights. And down here, we have our 18-inch aluminum wheels. Passive keyless entry on the front two doors. And then you have your controls for your power door locks, power windows, power mirrors. Of course, your memory seating and a Harman Kardon sound system. I really like this finish here. Looks really nice. And there's your power driver's seat with power lumbar support. Let's check out the rear seat space next. So really good space in here. I'm 6'3" and I have the seat in front of me adjusted for someone of my size. And I can still sit back here. In the back of the seat, even though my knees are in it just a little bit, it's not uncomfortable because the actual seat back is higher up as opposed to being right in my knees. My knees are right underneath that. So really nice there. And you get rear AC vents for the back passengers, as well as outboard passengers get 2-stage heated seats. And then of course 2 USB charging ports. And there's a view of the front from back here. And then the middle seat with your 2 cup holders. Let's check out the cargo space next. There's a view of that back end there. And there you have your cargo space. And you even have your subwoofer back here as well. And then check this out from the back. You can just pull up here and then snap those seats. Then you have all that added room. And then we're just gonna fold them back up so you can see how easy it is. They just lock back into place. And then you're good to go again. Now for your passenger seat, that's also power. And really good looking seats, actually. And this crimson red pearl looks so great on a beautiful day like today. Let's check out that engine. And there's that 2.5 liter naturally aspirated 4-cylinder boxer engine. And next, on top of the driver's seat. So a really nice wrap steering wheel here. Feels good. Easy to grip as well. And over here, we have the radio. So of course, you have your AM, FM, XM radio. And on top of that, you have your Bluetooth audio, Apple CarPlay, and Android Auto. And up here, you have different views so you can see what device connected, what's playing. And then fuel consumption, angle acceleration, weather, X mode. So I actually like this here, so I'm gonna leave that on for the test drive. And there you have your navigation system, which this is one of my favorite nav systems, honestly. Of course, you can see your traffic and things of that nature, which is very helpful. And then here, I didn't mean to do that, but you can go through your vehicle controls, so you can toggle your auto stop. You can toggle the adaptive headlights, brake hold. So I like having that there. Touch of a button. And there's your backup camera there. Then you also have your rear automatic braking, which you can toggle. And then your parking sensors, which you can toggle as well. But down here you have the controls for your dual zone automatic climate controls. And I like the little visual it gives you for the fans. Of course, you can toggle the fan speed, turn the auto on, whatever. And then you can toggle your 3-stage heated seat. And the visual is just really, really nice for your AC controls. And of course, you can control them from here as well if you don't want to pull all that up. And then volume knob, tune knob. And for your shifter, you hit this button back here, reverse, neutral, drive, and you can shift over for your manual mode, and then you can use these paddle shifters here to quote unquote shift the CVT. And your electronic parking brakes, you pull up to engage, press down and disengage. Then you have not one, but 2 different storage areas, which is nice. And then here, kind of hard to see with the glare, but you have a wireless charging pad, as well as an aux input and 2 USB inputs to run the radio off of. And then here, nice one-touch power sunroof. And there's a view of the back seat from up here. And I like the little pocket they put here. If your passenger wants to place their phone or whatever, and then you still have your glove compartment to keep all your important stuff. And then over here on the steering wheel, we have our volume, radio controls here, even source you can toggle between, AM, FM, XM, Bluetooth. And then your Bluetooth controls are actually right here, these 3. And then for your gauge cluster, you can toggle this here. Then you even get your tire pressure monitors. A lot of options to choose from, which I really like. And then on the right side of the steering wheel, down here, you can toggle your heated steering wheel. And then here, Subaru Eyesight, so your adaptive cruise, you can toggle that. Your lane sensing, you can toggle that to stay centered, and then you can pull back the gap for the adaptive cruise and then push it up there. There you have your push button start. And finally, there's your key fob. And next we're going to take this Outback Limited out on the road for a quick test drive. So right off the bat, like with most Subarus, with the naturally aspirated engines and the CVTs, really controlled and smooth ride. In the sense that the powertrain doesn't do a lot of jerking or things of that nature. I really just like how these drive. And all in all, really quiet in here. Of course, really great grip coming around this corner with all-wheel drive. But one thing I did just notice is in the gauge cluster, I really like how it shows you right at the top, and it's pretty accurate, and it's always changing the fuel economy consumption meter here. So it's telling you, like, as I'm braking, not giving it any throttle, I'm getting 99.9 miles to the gallon. And as I come to a stop, it's gonna go down to 0. But I really like this meter over here because it tells me how much I'm accelerating based on how I'm putting my foot down. And it really it's kind of like a game of sorts to get you to be more efficient while driving. That along with the fuel economy meter on the gauge cluster. And I've driven Outbacks in the past, but I just really love how these drive. And honestly, the Ascent's different, but the Forester, the Outback, even the Impreza, there's just a way that they drive with the Boxer engines and the CVTs are just, they're soothing almost. It's nothing crazy, but it gets the job done. And I'll even go ahead and put it in the manual mode really quickly. So this is just kind of a taste of how that works. And it actually has pretty good pull. So that's with the Eyesight doing its thing with the adaptive cruise and the lane keeping assist system. Then we can pull down the gap. We'll start accelerating. And we'll pull it back up. This is kind of dangerous out here, but in normal situations, this can actually bring the vehicle to a complete stop. But this is going to bring me to an end of my review of the 2022 Subaru Outback Limited.